Hey guys, so this video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I'm currently wearing. This is a beautiful smoky eyes. It's a brown smoky eye. I have paired that with a nude lip as well, and this would be perfect for the New Year's Eve or the New Year day as well. So if you want to know how to achieve this look, please keep on watching, before which please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so that you do not miss out any uploads from my channel. So let's get started. So starting with my bare face, I'm moisturizing my face with this Mama Earth Bye Bye Blemish Face Cream. I'm taking about 2 pumps of this and using it all over my face to have a nourished base before we move on to the makeup. I'm starting with my eyes today, prepping my eyelids with this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Sand, so that all the darkness on my eyelid area is covered by this concealer, and I'm using a sponge, the PAC Mini Sponge, to blend this. Setting this wet base with the help of Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 25 Medium. I'm just using a light dusting of this powder, not too much, using this fluffy brush. So that's what I'm doing here, and then using the Sivanna Eyebrow Kit in 03, mixing those 2 shades, shaping my eyebrows with an angle brush from the Duo Care eye brush set that comes with 6 brushes. I'm just filling my eyebrows with the help of this brush, and I would also be using the spoolie side to brush out the excess powder of my eyebrows. This gives a very neat look. Moving on to my eyes, I'm using my favorite Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette, taking the shade Butter, which is a beautiful mid-tone brown. It's a transition shade, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm putting that right across my transition area to make all the other colors blend better. Then I'm using this mocha shade from the same palette, and I'm going to put this on my outer V and also dragging it into my crease area so that the darker brown that we are going to put in our eyelid blends better. So that's what I'm doing here. These shadows blend beautifully. You need not worry about blending, it just blends so beautifully. The quality is top notch, amazing. So doing the same thing on my other eye, obviously. Then using this color named Chip, which is a deeper darker brown, and putting that all over my eyelid with this giant fluffy brush. And I would also be blending this color into my crease with the mocha shade that we just applied. So basically I'm going to repeat the process just in reverse order. I'm going to take the mocha shade again in a bit and blend that into my crease. Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking the mocha shade, blending it into my crease so that we get a smooth transition from that deep dark brown on our eyelid, the mocha shade, and also the transition shade. Reapplying my transition shade. This time I'm mixing the shade Pooter and then applying it in my transition area so that we get a smooth transition, this blown out beautiful effect. Then moving on to face, I'm using this L.A Girl Pro orange corrector, and I'm using it all over the places where I have darkness to counteract all that. So basically I'm color correcting my face. Then I'm blending it using the help of a sponge, my fingers. Around my mouth I do have a little bit of darkness, so I'm using it there as well. Then using the same Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade 25 Medium to set my corrector so that it doesn't get mixed with my foundation or my concealer. Then moving on to foundation, I'm using my favorite Colourpop No Filter foundation in the shade 135 Medium Dark. If you're NC40, NC42, this is your perfect match in the Colourpop No Filter foundation range. And this foundation looks so nice in photographs. It looks beautiful and it blends so well. So I'm using a big sponge. This is from YBP Cosmetics, I guess. I'm using that to blend my foundation. I did go in with a second layer on the center parts of my face to have a little bit more coverage. This sponge is excellent and the foundation is also superb. So I'm taking my time to blend it, adding a second layer as well. Just on my centers, not anywhere else. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Instant Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline in the shade Caramel, which is a perfect match to my skin tone, and I'm using it underneath my eyes, around my mouth and a little bit on my forehead as well, to cover all the darkness and the corrector that we applied, and using this same PAC mini sponge to blend that out. Then I'm applying a little bit of foundation in my inner corner of the eye so that there's not much darkness going on there. And then moving on to highlighting my face, I'm using the same sand shade from the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer range and using that on the high points of my face, underneath my eye, bridge of the nose, between my brows, cupid's bow and chin, and blending that to perfection. This gives a little bit of light to the center of my face. And using my favorite Loreal Infallible setting spray, and I'm setting my whole base with this, and I'm just dabbing my sponge so that it sets the foundation and concealer well. Then meanwhile, I'm also moisturizing my lips with the help of Vaseline, and moving on to setting my face using the same Fit Me loose powder to set underneath my eyes and wherever I've applied concealer. I'm not essentially baking here, I'm just setting it with a little bit of this loose powder, which sets the face like really beautifully. So once that's done, I'm moving on to this Lakme 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Powder in the shade Honeydew to set my face. The rest of the face, not the concealed areas, the other places. This is a beautiful powder again. It gives a very smooth finish. And moving on to the lower lash line, I'm mixing those two brown shades that we applied on our eyelids, the Mocha and the Chip shade, and then I'm putting it directly on my lower lash line, like right up against my lower lash line, and blending those shades out with the help of the transition shades. This gives like a smooth transition again, gives a blown out effect. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing here, blowing out my lower lash line. Then using this Maybelline Gel eyeliner in the shade Glazed Toffee. This is basically a brown eyeliner just to tie in this entire look, and that's how the eyeshadows look like. Then I'm curling my lashes and applying my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, and I've used lashes as well. I've used the PAC Lashes in the style 54, which is like a natural pair of lashes. And for the face, I'm using this Wet n Wild contouring palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. You can see I've hit pan on the bronzer shade. I love this palette for contouring and bronzing up my face. So that's what I'm doing here with the help of angled brush and a quick nose contour as well. Then moving on to blush, I'm using this Wet n Wild color icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine, which is kind of like a nude blush for my skin tone. Even though it says Mellow Wine, it's kind of like a nudie blush for my skin tone. Then using that on the cheeks, and then moving on to highlighter, I'm using this Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petals. If you're deeper, you can go for the shade Crown of My Canopy or something. So this is for medium deep. This highlighter looks so beautiful. I'm just drenching myself in this highlighter. And then moving on to the highlight of my inner corner and my brow bone using the same palette and using those two shades called Beam and Enlight, and popping that in my inner corner and my eyebrow bone. So once that's done, moving on to the final step, which is the lips, using this Faces Canada Weightless Matte Finish Lipstick in the shade Pretty Sepia, which is a very pretty nude lipstick that will complement this eye look so well. This is a beautiful nude shade for our dusky skin tone girls, and I'm popping that lipstick on my lips. I had to go in with a couple of layers for this lipstick to look opaque. So I went in with a couple of layers, and that's the completed look. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial on this brown smoky eyes. A very happy new year to each and every one of you watching this video right now. Please like this video if you liked it. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please share, comment, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time in my next video. Until then, take care. Tata. Bye bye.